this works, and let's just get this thing rocking and rolling. There we go. Facebook.
Let me bring up the Facebook.
We're on all of them.
Monitor the Facebook and do that.
So, welcome to the podcast.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in.
We are doing so I use my wireless charger, and you can see my battery. It didn't charge.
Yeah.
That's
no bueno.
It just doesn't seem to want to work. So, anyways, welcome one, welcome all.
What up, what up, what up?
We have this open here. This I don't really care about. So you're saying you found some things in the news world?
Yeah, just a couple bulletins. I was looking at on ESPN, dude. Freaking Khabib's dad's in a coma from COVID-19. I'm like, they just induced him in a coma. I seen briefly about that. I'm like, that sucks, because he was like the main reason for that dude's success. Like, you know.
Well, he was definitely the one making him wrestle bears.
Sure. Yeah, you know. So yeah, I'm like, that sucks. If he dies, you know, that might be the downfall of Khabib's career.
Well, and Khabib's already have been talking about retiring.
Yeah, I mean he has to say, screw it, I'm done.
Close to 30 fights anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of fights, we do have this one here, which would be John Jones talking about retiring. They're trying to do a super fight between him and Francis Ngannou, but Francis Ngannou is not the champion. He's just a big man who
badass dude who knocks
really,
everybody
really
out.
hard.
He knocks everybody out like cold. Boom. Night night.
Yeah, it says right here. He's pretty much he wants money.
Yeah.
And when you're towards the end of your career and you're moving up, and Francis Ngannou is a gigantic man. Not to say John Jones is a small man by any chance, but Ngannou is a huge man.
In comparison, yeah, he's way bigger.
So you're talking about possibly your first loss ever, possibly getting knocked out or taking some damage. So yeah, and you also get to see what people like Conor and them are making.
Right.
Not them, but like people like Conor, and
sure.
Arguably, record-wise, you're better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think he deserves the money, especially, like you said, he's willing to go in there and risk getting his freaking head knocked off by the dude, which is be pretty sweet to see if it finally happened.
Personally, if you take all the things that happened to him in his personal career out and just leave his professional career into it, maybe the most dominant ever.
Sure.
Maybe the most dominant ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had that dirty test, which I don't know, even Joe Rogan broke it down. I don't know how dirty it was.
Right.
I think they were trying to get him to get out of the UFC.
Dude, in my opinion, in MMA, let those dudes take whatever the hell they want. Like, who cares? They're in there getting their ass kicked, their freaking concussions, you know, let them get their steroids, whatever they have to do to heal why they're not training and stuff. That's what they get a lot of dirty tests for, is that kind of stuff sometimes.
Well, and they're also talking about most of the fighters are going in there, they're always sick because, they're cutting weight. They always have some type of, whether it's sinus infection or staph infection. They're always sick. Yeah, they're always feeling like ass. They've been training, they've been getting beat up for the last 5 to 6 months, potentially. So, yeah, I liked watching John Jones' earlier fights before he was the champion, because he was so crazy, so wild, and just you never knew when the elbow was coming, you never knew when the knee was coming.
Spinning back kicks, all kinds of stuff.
Did he, the last few times he defended, did he win the fight? I don't think he lost the fight. I don't think he won, but I don't think he lost. And the old adage is, to be the champ, you have to beat the champ. Other than Gustafsson, I don't know if they lost.
Yeah. Sierra said she's here for her weekly softball chat.
Oh, yeah.
She is missing the softball like everybody else.
We will be talking about some softball, for sure.
Yep, I am missing the softballs myself.
I was just thinking about that today. I was in McLeod. I went to go do some work in McLeod today. Yep. And I didn't drive near the field, but McLeod's only, this big, so you're pretty much by the field anyway.
You can see the field as soon as you get there.
Beautiful weather like it is today in Wairika, but beautiful weather, and I'm like, yep.
What's up, Cameron? Thanks
for
for tuning in.
For the softballs, this might be the closest we get to McLeod as where I was right there. Yeah. That might be the closest that I get to it.
I know. I seen your brother today wearing his jersey, and I'm like, I know, dude. I feel you. I'm like, I'm missing softball too. I want to play. He's like, it sucks. Yeah, ran into him at the gas station.
You know, and I think this is just me getting older. I would just much rather hang out
than play
than play anymore.
Hey, you see how some of my tournaments end up. I don't know if I'm there to play or if I'm there to party. A little bit of both.
When you get hit by somebody.
Jason Johnson said, "You're always in the clouds."
Yeah, fucking Nibo.
That's true. I am. Thank you.
When you get ran into somebody or you ran into a fence and you realize, man, these fences are a lot harder than they used to be, and you fall on the ground. God, this ground is it's harder than it. No, you're just getting older, getting fatter.
Me. I know. Believe me, I know. I am old and fat now.
And when I get to the field, like when we go to Reading, when I'm there, I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go. Whole hour and a half drive. I could have the stomach flu.
Might have to call Scoot, tell him I'm turning around.
It's like, now last year, and I think last year had 50-50 to do with it. Last year we played a lot of softball and we traveled a lot for softball. In Reno, we played on the coast. Reading.
We did amp up the tournament play last year a lot more.
And as fun as it was fun. Majority of the time that I enjoyed.
Same here, Nibo. That's usually why I show up too. He says he shows up for the beers and the girls.
Majority of my fun was off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, cake stands. I mean, watching us make a fool of ourselves, doing our thing. That's where you get your enjoyment from. Look at these fucktards.
What in the hell? No, I was thinking about the whatever they're gonna call it, the Hooter or whatever today. Right. I'm like, it'd be nice to, one goal would be to set up all this stuff right there up top.
Yeah.
And just do
broadcast
the
from there. Yeah, do a live. Yep, that'd be awesome. I'd be all for it. I mean, granted, I'd probably be playing too, so I'd have to do it in between games or whatever. You know me, I'll do it in between pitches. I have to. Strike somebody out, come give commentary on it, and go back, strike somebody else out.
Walk out there with the microphone.
Yeah. How do you feel being striked out slow pitch?
You seem to be upset with that ball that clearly hit the plate.
What are your thoughts, sir?
Do you think that was a ball, or was it in fact a strike?
That's the Blue. What's your opinion, Blue?
Calling a hell of a game out here. Yep. Calling a hell of a game. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it does feel like, we're at the end of May.
Right.
Next week is supposed to be high 80s, low 90s. Like, it's
softball time.
That's softball time.
This is it. Yeah, believe me, I know. I'm usually looking like Saturday, I got to get up 8 a.m. to go play somewhere. This sucks. Now it's like, man, I wish I could get up.
Like, wouldn't they have already had the Dunsmuir tournament by now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have already been playing and we had already been playing in Reading already.
League would be starting here, or have started already.
Yep. Yeah. If not this week, next week. For sure.
She said, do it. We'll just be live the entire time. Just keep my mouthy ass off of it. Nope, that's part of the entertainment there, Sierra, is your mouthy ass. You need to be up there talking shit with us.
Sierra's not what you call sponsor friendly.
Well, depending on when you catch her. Like, if you get her early, you might be alright. Towards the end of the day, I agree.
If you can score a Budweiser sponsor, she might be sponsor friendly.
Yeah, that shit.
So, right. Just all depending. I totally forgot we even had that other thing up there.
Oh, was it still up?
Yeah, we got.
Thanks for everybody for tuning in, looking at the viewer streams here.
Yep, streaming on all platforms, Mixer, Twitch, and the YouTubes.
Yeah, be sure to subscribe to all of the platforms for DE.
Mm-hmm. So next we got, softball is one of the things obviously inevitable to talk about. But one of the next things that we have going on this week will be the Face Off Part 2 golf tournament with Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I seen a clip this morning of Phil Mickelson, dude, hit a chip shot over some dude's head, and it barely skimmed the top of him. I'm like, damn, that dude, trust that guy a lot to stand that close.
So that will be fun to watch. It just gives you something to watch.
Yeah.
Something. Like all TV shows have been canceled. It's just reruns of everything. No matter what you're watching, it's a rerun. So something new would be kind of nice.
Sure.
And with hopefully the world starting to open up, that would also be kind of nice.
Right.
But
yeah, something cool to watch is our idea that we tossed around about tuning in and getting us to laugh and take shots. That's something
I was thinking about doing that like maybe later this evening, just because this one was kind of an impromptu, not an impromptu, but like things prior to weren't adding up quite well. But yeah, we're thinking about doing a make us laugh challenge.
Yep.
Or Dubs.
Make the DE boys laugh. We will take a shot for you guys live, and if there's not enough viewer jokes coming in, we will watch videos on the YouTube here and try to make ourselves laugh and take shots just to get wasted for you guys.
Which is horrible because I find everything funny.
Especially after a couple drinks.
I mean, I find everything funny, as you can know by my sense of humor of the things I send you.
That's what I was just about to say. Get all your dark humor ready and send it our way tonight when you see us go live, because I want to get this guy drunk.
Yeah. And the shitty part is it doesn't take that much to get me drunk anyway.
A couple good
and
jokes.
I find everything funny.
Hey,
right
luckily
now.
You'll be here at home, so you can just crawl into the other room.
Peyton Manning's face funny right there.
Right.
So, other news, we talked about last week, Mike Tyson coming back, but apparently he may or may not have been signing some type of agreement or endorsement with AEW Wrestling, which for somebody that would be pretty good for like physically, it's lower impact,
right?
You're not going to be actually hurting yourself all that much,
and
but
it's still a good draw for publicity. I mean, just his name alone, for AEW, that's a good draw for them.
Yeah, but I also heard some rumors that he was maybe talking about trying to sign with the UFC. And that could be both good or bad depending on his opponent. If his opponent takes him down, might be bad. But, if it's a stand-up, that's also bad for his opponent.
Right. You're in trouble. Sierra said she's bringing over the beer bong, and she already knows how to crack you up. So
I know.
You will be wasted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I find everything funny. Everything's funny to me.
If he can't take his shots, I'll take it for him.
Oh, and seeing how Sierra's on here, these were some of the concept uniforms that people actually made for the Raiders. Honestly,
wouldn't be a DE podcast without talking shit about the Raiders.
Some of them aren't bad.
No, they're terrible.
You have this one here. Not a fan of.
Look at the gold. Yeah, change it up.
Not a fan of this one, just because it just doesn't look good. And these are all user submitted, so somebody took the time to make these.
Right.
So,
some elementary school kid.
This one's not bad right here, but it does kind of look like something the Cowboys used to wear. Remember how they had the white with the big star on it?
Exactly, like Cowboys old.
So this one here is not bad. Like, if you see that, it's like, okay. It's still the same team colors. I mean, you really don't even see any gold in here, which is, so it stays with the same team colors, same logo, which, and,
lames.
Yeah, so out of all the ones, if they're gonna change, that one's not bad. And
she said she was trying to stay away from the Raider talk this week. Well, nope. Couldn't avoid it. Sorry.
And then some of the other ones, like there
you go.
There's a proposed Raiders.
That should be their new logo, the big gold one.
There's this one here where like they're all convicts.
That's awesome.
And then they do get more crazier. Here's beer bongs with the.
That's awesome.
But so these are actually on ESPN.com, and these are actual things that fans are voting on.
Right, submitted.
And Al Davis, or not Al Davis, but whatever the kid's name is, who's now in charge of it, it's like, we're not going to go ahead and do that. And as I told you, because they're the pillar of, looking at his haircut, he's a pillar of what good fashion is.
Yep.
He has a good fashion sense.
He's talking about.
What is his name? Obviously something Davis.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow the Raiders enough to know their son's name.
Yeah, it was Raiders Davis haircut. It's the very first thing that, when you type in Raiders Davis, the very first thing that pops up.
And that's your
And
guys'
this
leader,
and
like,
this is
owner
gonna be
of
the man who
team.
said, "Nah, them uniforms don't look very good."
Mm-hmm.
He's a billionaire. That does not scream a billionaire haircut.
I know we were talking shit, but he's got more money than all the people we know combined.
Well, I mean, if my dad gave me all that money, I would have more money than people did too.
Sure.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
And I can talk shit all I want. Clearly, they don't know how to make a successful franchise. Look at this map.
Awesome.
Look at this masterpiece. God dang.
God.
This is a good one right here, too. Woo.
Bro, I know what look I'm going with this summer.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's Deb's summer cut. When softball comes back, I'm going to be on the mound looking like that. Wildin' and styling. Yeah, there you go. Good comparison.
You know, it's kind of like crazy to say.
Dude, he's got to have like some PR person that's like, bro, you can't go out in public like that.
It looks better longer. Like when you look at it here.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, it doesn't look good.
No, but it's at least lined up there.
But it looks better. God damn.
Gave us the big middle finger.
Hey,
that's your owner, man. I'm saying.
He lives in Oakland. They have 1 million barbershops.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Somebody's got to let that guy know, yo, you can't go outside
You
looking
mean
like that.
you
Put a
mean
hat
tell me
on.
he couldn't go find some barbershop and they
Put a
give him
beanie.
something high and tight?
Just shave it. Just go
Ay
bald, bro.
caramba. Going bald would look better. And with the goatee,
Yeah.
a full goatee and bald. But, you know, if this is what we got going on up here, I wonder what's going to be going on over here. But, ay caramba.
Yes, sir.
Ay caramba.
Hilarious. Just LOL. Not right now. Hey, bro. Sorry.
It could be, it could be worse. It could be, you know.
That could be your husband instead of your team owner.
Or your
that
team.
would be worse.
It could be worse for me. Your team could actually make the playoffs.
That
Then
would
I'll
be
never
terrible.
hear the end of it.
That would be terrible.
Ay caramba.
Jesus. That was a good laugh.
That was a good laugh.
That's
See,
what people
bad
are just
drinking
going to
game.
keep sending you that shit tonight, and you're going to be drinking all night.
Yeah,
Just random
fuck.
pictures of his haircut.
Or
on
just
the
people,
floor.
or just people in Raiders jerseys saying, "This is our year." Well,
Oh,
better take another drink.
yeah, that's always
Better
laughable.
take another drink.
It's always
I did see this really messed up meme. Cause it's messed up because making fun of retards. But it shows these people on the outside and the people on the inside. It's a special ed class, and they're like, and it shows in the background like the Dallas Cowboys star. Kid goes,
Oh, yeah.
"Cowboys suck."
Yeah.
Hey. You can't say that to them. They don't know what you're talking about. Which I just got to giggle because there's a lot of people who shit on Cowboys too. But
Rightfully
funny enough, most of them on my feed, Raiders fans.
Well, that's because Raiders fans talk shit about every other team. It's called jealousy.
Yeah, I see that you guys have a winning formula.
Yeah.
How's that
You guys
working?
got good players.
How's that working?
A good ownership structure.
Yeah, so.
Good old Raiders.
But, yeah, so, do you know the guy from Barstool Pizza, Dave something? I don't remember his last name. So Barstool Sports. And they do, Hello?
Hey, the girls want to go across the street too. Something's like from one of the neighbors.
Well, that's if they're allowed to.
They've already talked to their mom.
Well, is my child's mom okay with it?
It's fine,
Okay.
but she's gonna come and try to grab stuff to change.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
can you tell the that's what they're gonna do?
Yep, he just gave me a thumbs up.
Okay.
Alright, bye.
Okay.
So, the guy from Barstool Sports, big YouTube channel, pretty successful. They got banned indefinitely from the NFL. They're not allowed to go to any of the games, and for several reasons. One of the reasons was they snuck into the Super Bowl.
Oh, damn.
Other ones, they printed out flyers and just bad mouthing Roger Goodell and stuff so several reasons. So they're indefinitely banned. Roger Goodell, commissioner, just held a watch Monday Night Football with me in my man cave live on TV, and the CEO won it for Barca.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
he just kept paying.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
So he bought it for like $250,000, I think.
God damn.
Like, to go hang out with Roger Goodell in his basement on live TV
That's
for a
awesome.
Monday Night Football game.
That's
like,
hella cool.
what a troll.
Yeah, that's hella cool. He should show up with like a Hate Roger shirt on, like all of his gear.
I mean, he's a YouTube personality, so he has to show up with a camera, I would think.
Right, yeah. Got broadcast his own view from it. That would be sweet.
I'll show... Not that guy.
Yeah, that is pretty much
Dave
the
Portnoy.
ultimate troll move, though, dude.
He's the guy who does the... It's this guy here. So, him. I mean, you may not even know who he is. He does a lot of... He has another YouTube series where he travels around the nation, kind of the world, and tries pizza. And I've told you about one bite,
Right.
everyone knows rules, but he eats like
eats
3
the whole
slices.
thing,
Yeah, so it's him. He does it, and he, I mean, he's definitely very political. He's a day trader. He has he's net worth a ton of money. One of the things that was funny about him was he's like, one day, it was in like February, he was talking about how he had infinite money. I don't care. I blah blah blah.
Right.
And then he's on like Facecam live streaming, and he goes to buy something. Insufficient funds. What is this?
Well,
What does that even
broke.
mean?
Yeah.
So I thought that was fucking funny.
That would suck, bro.
And he's a guy from like your stereotypical Boston guy, has a little bit of an accent, cussing up a storm, loves everything Boston, loves everything not Boston, or hates everything not Boston.
Right.
He thinks he's like this. Like, I guess he must have been kind of a badass in baseball in school, like in high school, but he thinks he's just like this athletic badass, and so they did this, like they had the Barstool Combine where everyone was doing this, and like most people were averaging a 6-second 40-yard. I think he was the first one to like break 6 second. Like everyone else was just under, and he was like over like 6.25. It's
Right.
like,
yeah.
you're like, you see that? I run like a gazelle. It's like
Yep.
6 seconds. I caramba. One dude ran like a pretty good one, almost under 5. I mean, when you compare it to the rest of them, you're like, that dude's blazed fast. But
That guy was not.
yeah, he freaking he bought the thing for a couple hundred thousand just to hang out with Roger Goodell, just to give him a
That's crazy. Yeah. Just to
give him a F off.
ultimate troll move.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
clothing.
But if you're also looking for things that are good,
Yep. Check out the merch.
check out the DE merch. We do have
Rocking it
new
right now.
female designs. I do mean
Apparel.
female by my girls are the ones who
Sure. Created it.
created it.
Yeah.
Well, they had heavy influence. And so you see here we have a regular shirt, a couple different tank tops, which they love. They say it's super soft. I'm not a big fan of this one just because of where it is, but not my design choice. That was all up to them.
It's for the ladies.
I did have to design that logo though,
That's
because they we were an hour into it, and I said, all right, it is time
This is what we're getting.
it is time to wrap this up.
Right.
Like, we've been
tired
doing
of
this.
designing.
We've been doing this for too long. We're getting more crazier and crazier as long as it go. Like, longer we're going. We're looking at making flip flops, and fanny packs. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah. Stick with
Chill out.
one thing at a time.
Can we get the logo first?
Right.
Can we get the logo first? There was something else that they were looking at, like
Yeah, I gotta get me a hat.
a
That's what I'm gonna get
backpack,
next.
but it's like what, I don't even know what they would be called. Like, I guess whatever the little teeny boppers were, where the backpack's like this big.
Oh yeah, like the baby ones.
Yeah, and you
can't
don't
fit shit
you
in
can't
them.
fit anything in it
Cell phone.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what we bought at Disneyland, and all it holds is the autograph book and that's it.
Yeah, they're like hella small.
Yeah, and so they were looking at that, and I'm like, that's a little small.
Right.
Especially for the price of, it was like $30, and then I'd have to go and design the full thing because it's a print all over. So like your shirt, you have to design the full entire thing of it, like, and we only had just the logo. I'm like, let's just kind of pump the brakes there. Yeah. But speaking of your shirt, how's it holding up?
Pretty good. Not bad. Good. Still comfortable as hell.
Good. I'm obviously wearing the Mike Guy.
Big DE Dubs edition.
I was wearing one of the old Marika Drug ones, but then I came home, took a shower.
Yeah. Got ready for the podcast.
Good. Someone sent me a message on the old... another...
Seven sending you something.
Yeah, Seven sending me something.
What up, Seven?
Yeah.
Again, everybody, thanks for tuning in and watching, and be tuning in tonight. Try to make us laugh. Be awesome.
Yeah, so, I mean, other than that, like, what? I mean, there's really not a whole lot of movies or anything that are coming out.
There ain't no current new game news out that, other than the new release of the Warzone stuff, but, I mean, that's already been talked about a million times everywhere else.
Yeah, and I guess, so, right now, you know, we talked about a little bit, PC hardware, as almost everything, anything that has to do with working from home has skyrocketed in price.
Oh, absolutely.
Because microphones, web cameras, mouse, keyboard, computers, everything has skyrocketed. And ironically enough, AMD said, fuck it. And they price slashed everything.
Really?
Yep. They didn't, like, because Intel's like, oh, they just came out with the new product, and they're like, line. And they're like, oh, because of supply and demand, it's up here. AMD said, oh, yeah? Watch this. Boom. Yeah. Totally undercut them again.
Nice. Good for them. I mean, good for them, though. Because, yeah, it's BS that they do price gouge like that, just like everywhere else, dude. They're like, people got to make a living. Let's get over on them.
It's supposed to be against the law, but, you know, so is insider trading and everything politicians do. So all that's supposed to be against the law. But it's not. So yeah, so they came out and they did that. Right now, I was looking at it right now. It's not usually recommended to buy like a pre-built PC if you're nerdy enough to know how to make a PC, because you can save money. But because of like the way pricing is, it's like $200 to $300 cheaper to buy a pre-built.
Right.
Like you go to the, you know, NXZT or whatever, the, you know, Alienware, maybe not Alienware, but Cybertron PC, stuff like that. If you buy something from them, it will save you money versus, because have all this supply that they've been sitting on. They don't usually fluctuate in price because they have 3 separate standards of PC: the under 900, the 1000, and then the over 1000. So they have 3 different things, and so they just interchange the parts. And some of the places that do it, majority of the stuff, like the cases and the fans and the cables, it's all their brand anyway. So now they're just buying some, you know, they already have video cards and stuff like that. So I was looking at that today, thinking about Lydia.
Right. Yeah, because that's what we were talking about, and trying to get her a build set up.
Yeah, and I was, you know, just kind of looking at it, because this camera here, like I said, I bought it $90. It dropped down to $50, and now it's on Amazon for $150.
Jesus.
Like,
that's ridiculous. Yeah,
and this camera's not worth $100
because they know people need them and are going to pay for that right now to work from home and do all that crap, like you said.
That the camera that I bought, or not the camera, the light that I bought, I had to buy from a Chinese wholesaler because they were sold out on Amazon, and they were marked up within reason. I would say within reason, but people who need better lighting just bought all of them.
Right.
You got people who got a stimulus check who maybe didn't need it, and they're just sitting at home, you know, collecting unemployment. We know a few people who are making more money than we are on unemployment, and then get a stimulus check. Like, what the fuck am I gonna spend it on? Well, I've always wanted a live stream. Let's just buy everything. Oh, it's, you know, that cam, you know, that webcam is $150. Oh, not knowing it's regular price $50.
Right.
They just buy it. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
So that's what's crazy. That shit needs to settle down.
Right.
Especially with December coming, and that's when all the new consoles are supposed to hit the market.
Yeah, because they already had their price point. So if
Yep.
they decide to gouge them up real quick, then you know that shit's
But
bad business.
the main processor on that is AMD on the Xbox. And
Yeah,
AMD's
but
like,
that's just-
price cut.
They could get it for cheap for, Xbox,
True.
but then Xbox could still, release their price point up higher than they were anticipating releasing.
Yep, absolutely.
Which would
100%.
Because I'll be pissed. Because I won't be
100%.
getting one for a while. Goddamn expensive.
Well, you never know. We never know what December is going to look like.
Right.
We could be
Need this casino to open back up so I can go make some money.
doing the exact same thing or living high and, we're up. I can show you. Let's see what screen I have going on right here. Just us. That's fine. I can show you just some of the metrics. Now, I didn't stream a whole lot last night. I was kind of tired. Nope. I knew that was wrong. I was kind of tired and just wasn't really feeling it. Here we
Right.
are. Boom, 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 boom. Look at those good-looking mofos.
Hell yeah.
That's still not the studio though.
Not yet. It's coming. DE compound.
So here you can see we're up 43.
Oh, hell yeah. In the last
We're-
20 days.
We're up,
28.
1.5 thousand views.
Hell
Watch
yeah.
time we're up 108 hours, so pretty good.
Hell yeah, it's nice seeing that big ass green number there. 999%.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
These are the most recent videos that we've done. You see here, this one's at 93. Of course, it's not like, thousands and thousands, but 93 is better than nothing.
Sure, especially for, a small channel we're trying to build.
The live streams here,
It's progress.
I stopped at, I think, 28 to 30,
Nice.
around there. So there's been several more people. I have not advertised yet through all the people that I normally do. Like, hey, we played against you last night.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. I did send Cilantro one. That would be Glitch's friend. I actually did face him yesterday.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, yo, dude, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Here we are. I haven't got anything back yet from him, but... And then this is that Alpha Gaming thing I was telling you about. There's 60,000 people in this
Damn.
Discord. So you have to mute it because since I was on at
Non-stop
9,
notifications.
just in this one, there was 253 new
Yeah.
messages.
Yep, I did notice that about the Discord. Mine was always blown up.
When you go to the fan, it's insane. And this is here's the member list. It has to keep loading because
Right, there's so many.
so many people. But yeah,
That's a good place to advertise
Yep,
too.
and I go and I just advertise in their advertising section. I don't spam. I got a couple ideas on trailers in a way,
Mhm.
where you can post them on Facebook and whatnot, and then you're always scrolling through
Right.
the videos. I have a couple ideas there to kind of grab people
Get
what
their
now?
attention.
Again, that Apex would have been fantastic, but
Oh yeah, that would have been a good one.
that would have been a good one.
That would have been classic.
Well, yeah, so we're gonna have maybe sooner than later. I found some. I'll have to talk again to Tim about what electrical wire he
Yeah,
recommends. Does it matter? Is this one as good as this one? Because I found, on Amazon, 100 feet for 33 bucks.
Oh shit.
And then I found 100 feet for $130.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So
what's the difference here, Timbo?
can I buy the $30 one?
Right.
Is that okay? Because if I can buy the $30 one, then I can get everything else kind of. So you know how they have those the little plastic wall outlets.
Mhm.
So, and you can punch holes in them and whatnot. I'm gonna do that, obviously for the outlets, but I'm also gonna do that for the main feed or when the wires come in from the Cat 5 cable.
Right.
And keep it up top,
Yeah,
and
so
then that
it's
way I
not
can put a
all-
plate behind there and have it done
Looking good.
looking good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
have it done
Makes
legit.
sense. Yeah, you can do it right. I mean, you don't want to come back and have to work on it again later.
Right, and if my dad taught me anything is do it so you don't have to do it again. Yeah. Do it right.
Sounds like a Poppy thing.
Yep. I mean, you're already, and like my grandpa, you're already doing it, so you might as well just take the 38 seconds to do it the right way.
You're right, yeah.
One unread message, but how do I have an unread message if I'm not even signed in? But yeah, I mean, is there anything you got going on?
Nope. Other than the podcast that or the impromptu podcast later on tonight we might be doing. Nah, man, there really hasn't been much going on with all this stuff. The lockdown and everything. Been kind of bored.
I don't
Sierra said, so when is Kenny Jones going to slap Dubs? Still waiting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't even know what that. Yes, see, so when you do buy things from China, estimated delivery day 32 days.
Yeah.
But it also said that there's possibility it was going to be here originally by the 1st. So a couple weeks. Again,
right.
There's things that's just one piece of 1,000 pieces, so it's not a big rush for it to be here anyway. It just, the idea is so we don't have to stare at this stupid ass light.
Comes doing over and over makes it perfect. Doing it over and over. Gotcha.
Fucking night.
You should replace Raider shit talk moment with weekly slapfest. Well, if we keep doing these drinking ideas, it might get there.
I don't know. I don't know if I can commit to that.
Slapping me? I think you could.
The get rid of the Raider shit talk.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that. That's a
the slapping I could.
That's a
but the Raider shit talk
podcast.
I do accidentally.
Yeah.
I
just wake up out of a dream talking shit about them guys.
I'll be driving down. Look at this fucking fag.
Mm-hmm.
People think I'm gay. Look at that dude. He's wearing Raider stuff outside.
Big Raider flag.
God
big old Raider sticker in his window.
Well, what's a Raider jersey have to do with it? It's the combination of the skinhead and the Raiders and the BMX bike that they're riding at the age of 43.
Right.
Which is clearly the bike you could tell is stolen.
That's
it's just
awesome.
all of it.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not.
Sierra says she's got a beer pong table and the beer bong. It can happen.
Do you have a ping pong table? I know there's not much difference, but
everybody in ping pong.
There is a difference if you want to play ping pong. I mean, having a ping pong table that people use as beer pong is one thing.
Right.
But having a beer pong table that you want to play ping pong, completely separate.
A little different. Yep.
A little different. And that would be something also to have in the cave that would be for fun.
Yes, I'll buy you one because I love ping pong. But neither of you are allowed on the table because it's a Raiders one. Oh, well, don't bring that trash here.
Bullshit.
It'll end up in the dumpster out there getting ready to go to the fucking dump, bro.
Oh,
crap.
I didn't realize you want to bring me all your trash.
Yeah, thanks.
You got any...
a WWE table real quick.
You got any Derek Carr jerseys you want to get rid of?
Because we know it'll crumble easy. That's awesome. But yeah. Make sure everybody tunes in later. I'm not sure about what time you were thinking for that, if we are going to do that tonight for sure. But get some jokes ready. I want to see this guy get a little tipsy.
And if you haven't already, check us out at...
Naibo said he didn't know you seen him riding the BMX bike.
I did, goddammit, Nye.
Shots!
I did.
Take a shot! That would have been a good one.
Yeah, like I said. But, you guys haven't already... Check us out on YouTube,
yep.
Chalks Gaming, as well as everywhere else. Twitch, Twitter,
Instagram,
all the same.
Yeah, all that
Instagrams,
crap.
The same. Which I think I have to download the app because I only signed up with it on the webpage. So I'm looking at my email. God damn, I'm getting a lot of so and so have followed you.
Yeah.
I should probably download the app.
Yep, I'm gonna get on that.
Back in the pocket.
A little behind on the times.
There was
for sure.
There was a person I did a collaboration with. Probably now 2 years ago. Music. I played guitar, and they were the very first person. Boom! I'm like,
hey.
That name sounds familiar. Look at him.
Strutting turkeys.
Oh yeah, looking it was all in Spanish. Oh yeah, I played guitar for one of her songs.
Nice.
That makes sense. But all right, everybody, that's gonna be it for this weekly's DE podcast.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in again.
Hopefully, the world will open up and we actually get some events.
Yep. Could do some live
Lined up.
podcasts from the events, which would be great.
And just things to talk about.
Right.
Because I mean, there is stuff going on, but it's just not all that. I mean, interesting. I mean, you have a presidential race between two dudes who like to grow up on people.
Yeah, sniff little kids.
And
Mr.
both parties
Biden.
hate the other person because that person is a sexual predator.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, but they're the same.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Choose the left.
I did
one,
like
too.
the one I sent you. And my sister.
Oh yeah.
She's loved my life.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, the TikTok,
Yeah.
yeah. Old Biden. Bro, that
Old
guy.
Biden's not very smooth with the
I
words.
hope that guy don't win, bro. We're gonna be in trouble.
his mouth. I mean, I've known.
Nibo said he just got a new bass guitar. You need to link up and play.
Oh damn.
Strutting turkeys, baby.
Strutting Turkeys. That's the name of the band. Officially.
Yep, we'll be there.
Strutting Turkeys.
Gotta get me a new triangle to play then.
Ding, ding, ding. We're gonna
Or a
dun,
cowbell.
dun, and then have his solo.
Yeah.
I want you to do. I want you to do the dude from AC/DC where he goes across the. Yeah! And then crowd surf.
Throw my triangle to the crowd. Keep it.
That man has charisma.
Yeah. That'll be me. Life of the party, always.
It was just, yeah. But, alright, guys. That's gonna be it. So we'll catch you guys later.
Later.
Chalks Gaming, look us up. Or don't. Whatever.